Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure, and what you're looking at is a 90cc all-terrain vehicle made in China junker really. This is one of those single speed, just centrifugal clutch types. They call it a torque converter, but it's only a centrifugal clutch. I bought it for parts. Why? I must have needed another one. So we have the one in the driveway, and there's this one here by the upper garage. And there's this one in the backyard. You could tell by the way I'm taking such good care of it that it has a high value. So why would I buy yet another one? So as I look at this thing, some of you are going, God, junk. But I'm looking at it as a very, very rich source of parts. First of all, got a key switch that works, so that's gotta be over 10 bucks. eBay. Got a brake handle and cable, not the prettiest but usable. Starting solenoid, ignition coil, the throttle and carburetor are on here. I do have the left-hand switches are here, and most of them are intact except the starter button. We have the CDI, but more important than the CDI, quite honestly, is the wire harness, right? Most of it appears here, appears to be here, and it appears to be in halfway decent shape. Now the story on this thing is a young man had it. It was given to him by a friend, and he wanted to get it started, but I believe he was having trouble getting spark. Right? No spark, no start. If I had to guess, this was probably the problem with the spark. You have something that plugs in here that normally gives you a remote control option for your kid, so that if your kid gets too far away, is going too fast or whatever, you can push the button and turn it off. So I'm pretty sure it's kind of a parental control module that probably has to short a couple of those together for everything to work right. Typically there's also, like in the back here, there's a guide wire that if you pull the plug out of it, the thing will turn off. Right, they'll keep Junior from launching it off a cliff somewhere. Brand name is BMX. Once again, 90cc. It's got the starter on the bottom. I think this might be the only one I have with the starter on the bottom. Most of the time I find the starter right here. Yeah, I'm gonna make use of a lot of parts. Probably I'm gonna get 2 good tires off of it. Hopefully 2, maybe 3 good tires. They might all come back, but I'm not thinking. Those front ones really don't look very good. It's also interesting with the swing arm and so forth that's here. I have this one sitting in the driveway that the back bearings are blown out on. This is more of a mid-size, but I might be able to cob that smaller axle into here. That'll bring this mid-size back to life. And some of you might say, why would you even want to bother? This one has reverse. Actually runs pretty good. And at mid-size, you know, somebody my size could ride it. A 6-footer would definitely have trouble, but somebody, you know, at 5'8" or so, you could ride it without too much problem. So I picked up a parts all-terrain vehicle. There's another couple of reasons why I picked it up. First of all, there's been absolutely nothing on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, Let It Go, all of them, just nothing out there. So I kind of wanted to get out there and see what's around a little bit more. And many times when you go out and you find something like this, it leads to finding another one. You kind of get a lead on another one. So I'm hoping that happened. So I'm really hoping that gets things moving a little bit for me, because around me there's like 6 or 8 guys now that are doing the wanted ATVs that are alive, you know, cash paid ATVs. We'll fix your ATV, and then, you know, they kind of fix it and hit you with such a price that you end up selling it to them, you know, doing that kind of stuff. So I'm really, it's getting harder and harder for me to find stuff, though you guys know I get a certain amount of success. There's the plastic for it. The plastic is really pretty intact. And I was even looking at it thinking, you know, I could like cut the fenders off and you know, clean them up and use them on a bigger all-terrain vehicle. Just hang the skirts down a little lower. Like this part here, you just hang it down with like a floor mat. Same with that, you hang the skirt down a little further. So they can even be used on a build. In my opinion, for $40, it was worth that to me in parts. Playing with the motor, trying to get it started, that'll provide me with a certain amount of amusement. I don't know if anybody's been out there trying to buy bolts, right? A lot of these are really quite hard to find, you know, all this metric stuff. M6 1.0. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I think I got my money's worth. And I'm sure you guys will share your thoughts with me. Anyway, for anybody who has any of this stuff out there, who, if you think of the Newburgh Beacon Bridge and you draw a circle around it, I don't mind going up north, Albany, Saratoga. I've made it as far as Utica, right, upstate. Yeah, if you guys have some stuff, you want to get a visit from Harvey Spooner, and you want to sell it cheap, reasonable. Remember, I got to pay for the trip out there. I also go to the Poconos, northern New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Go quite a bit into Pennsylvania. Upstate New York, obviously. Connecticut, you know, there we are. Anyway, I want to thank all you folks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.